Most are telling you that webinars are dead and that most people won't sit through a 1 hour pitch. You need 1 million followers to make money online and run webinars. They all lied to you. While you're burning out on sales calls, cold DMing people looking desperate, there's a small group of marketers and business owners like myself who are arbitraging 1 hour weekly webinars, and here's why it beats every other funnel on the planet, backed by math. I'm going to expose exactly what they're doing and what you're not doing, and why exposing this is keeping you broke. First thing to keep in mind is we are in a trust recession. Trust is down, buying power is down, show rates are down, while ad costs are up. And this rubber band or fictitious rubber band is going to snap. If you can't build trust and you want short form content to do so, that is not the way it works. Look at how long Hormozi's book launch was. He went on for hours and then days, and he had $100 million day. The amount of trust built over that period of time versus short form content wins every day of the week. You see Iman Ghazi doing YouTube launches, 20,000 people live on Zoom, doing 8 figures in a day, breaking the WAP record. Why? Webinars. You see Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Andy Elliott, myself, Pace Morby, all these big names in the space, all doing live trainings, events, selling one-to-many. Why? Because it works, and it's beating the growing tide of the trust recession. And here's why the trust recession is affecting your business, okay? Trust has completely collapsed. There's too many options online, too many people selling everything and anything, okay? You need 45 minutes of value first before people are buying. This is all consumer research, okay? You need to give people 45 minutes of value, which is the equivalent of a 45-minute long-form video, 45 pieces of content, which you can't even guarantee they're going to watch. So having 45 minutes of you on a live Zoom is going to break down that trust recession. Okay, second is it's easier, right, for you to build rapport for 60 seconds on a sales call. They hop on, you discovery, you ask them, hey, are you the only person who's better, make a decision. It's all short-form stuff. 60-second rapport versus 45-minute webinars, it's way more effective to do 45 minutes because you're selling one-to-many anyway. You can't do 45 minutes with everybody. You'd be there all night. But if I can just talk to all of you and build rapport for 45 minutes and give you value, go over some of your questions in the Zoom room, all these things, I'm building more value than just the quick 60-second pre-frame, rapport building. It's boring. No one cares. They know they're being sold. With a webinar, you get to drop their sales versus down as long as you follow these steps correctly. With VSLs and book a calls, there's no relationship building. It's just short form ad, click a link, book a call, go through an app, and you get a bunch of reminders. No one's called you. No one's answered your biggest questions. Yeah, you might have some FAQs, but they're not personalized or customized. When I'm doing webinars, I'm getting custom questions in real time where I can answer them, get the objection, move on to the next one. And that's the biggest piece. Also, your buyers will sit through value, not a pitch. People are tired of being pitched. They know they're hopping on a demo and a sales call to be sold. But on a webinar, they're getting value, they're learning, they're getting content, getting clarity and reassurance around the buying decision. Endless sales calls and the no-shows are going to burn you out. If you have 10 sales calls today and half of them don't show, you are going to be pissed off for about 5 hours. You got nothing else to do. Nothing's generating revenue right now unless you have current clients and you go and call them and upsell them and ascend them. But who has the wittiness to do that? You're so mad about the no-shows, which then pours into your next calls, then now your closing rate goes down, which causes you to be very sad, which then causes lack of scale, lack of profits, and you start turning ads off because you think ads are the problem. The model, the funnel is off. So here's the webinar math. If we had 50 people on a webinar versus 50 people on sales calls. Well, I have a client in India who had a 36% conversion rate on a webinar. I'll show the screenshot here. That's insane. Most book a call funnels are lucky to get a 25% plus closing rate. Lucky. She did that on a webinar, selling one-to-many in 1 hour. You get 3 times more lifetime value on webinars because they've heard you speak for 45 minutes. It means there's more commitment, more relationship building than just a quick hammer down sales call. Now, if we have 50 sales calls, 25 show up on average, 12 are just curious because they're not serious, 6 are actually financially qualified, able to buy, 3 buy now, the other 3 ghost your ass on follow-ups because they don't fucking trust you. And that's how the math works, which is 50 hours spent and we're sad. 1 hour versus 50 hours. Those 49 hours that you get back, now you can build a better product, hire, build a better business, build a better team. The math is math. Now, this is the one secret that they don't tell you about live webinars, and it's actually a couple. Okay, webinars convert 3 times better than Evergreen. While you're trying to automate shit with AI because you're already broke in the first place, we're running live webinars making 3 times the money. Evergreen has a 3x drop off every time because people know it's fucking automated. They know it's fake. Second is your weekly webinars actually turn into a nurture, an automated follow-up that's actually live. Let me explain. Week 1, they come to your webinar, they don't buy. That's fine because they can come back without follow-up. Week 2, they get the text. Week 3, they get the text. Week 19, they get the text. It's just consistent follow-up without having to call them, get to know their whole family, and you can still sell them one to many. Okay, it is automated follow-up that then turns into live. Now, here's why most webinars that I see fail. Number 1 is you're selling too early without any trust. They don't trust you, and you're talking about a pitch so close to the beginning of your presentation. You have provided no value, and value then turns into trust. And now your avatar's mad, and now you make less money, and you're not happy. The wrong traffic. You're targeting browsers or dabblers or curious people versus buyers. What you say in your ad and the training's results-driven promise dictates who you target, okay? If I said, if you're a real estate investor who does fix and flip, I'm going to help you close 5 more fix and flips a month. That's congruent to what they're already doing. If I said you're a real estate investor, do Airbnb instead, I have a longer sales cycle to convince you. You're now a browser. You're curious because you're already doing something else. You're doing fix and flip. Now, once you go to Airbnb, I have to now sell you behavioral change. It's a harder model to sell. Also, there's no follow-up systems. You don't have somebody calling. You don't have the week 2, week 3, week 4 automation stuff. You don't have the right tagging, the right pipelines. This weekly webinar system allows you to follow up on auto. And then people start using Evergreen instead of live because AI's in, AI's cool, automate shit, automations. They don't fucking trust you. The biggest names out there still do live. And you're trying to do automated because you think that, oh, I can make the perfect webinar automated. I can make money around the clock. It's going to die. It's just like an ad. It's got creative fatigue. But lives don't have fatigue. They have scalability. It's only 1 hour a week of your time. You're not making more money that hour any other hour of the week, and you're mad about the hour. Sounds like a lazy business owner to me. If you're new to the channel, we build webinars for coaches, consultants, service pros, course and info sellers. I'd love to build one for you in 14 days. Click the Calendly link in the description if you want us to take all this off your deck. And then on top of that, subscribe to the channel. I talk a lot about webinars, low ticket, scaling your business, hitting $1 million months. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Peace.